I'm here with Ryan Maguire, and we will be talking to the Yutan basketball team about their goals, how to improve as a team, and how to overcome obstacles that they will be facing this year. First, we will be talking to Coach Gardner about the team's improvement.
We will briefly discuss the GOAT debate.
What are your goals and expectations for this year?
Expectations are that we are tougher than everybody we play. We practice that way. We look out for each other. We've got great chemistry, care about each other, and I think just carrying that into practices every day is really the expectation.
What are some advantages you have compared to other teams?
I think our culture's our biggest separator. Like we talk about, you can prepare for what we do, but you can't prepare for who we are. And I think that kind of starts with our practices and how we practice. So we like to think that we practice in a way that we have confidence going into games. Other people don't do what we do. We expect that you talk your teammates up and care for each other. I think our schedule and their location gives us an advantage because we play mostly C1 teams and play a lot of really good competition, which I think helps us in districts.
What makes the Yutan basketball team better than other teams in C2?
I think the same answer. Our schedule is not like any other C2 school. It's a pretty strong C1 schedule. So we get a night in, night out, we play teams that are pretty darn good that other C2 teams don't get to play. And then again, I just think the way we practice and our cultures.
Concluding Coach Gardner's interview about improving as a team this year.
We'll be talking to AJ Ahrensberg about his injury and how he overcome his challenges this year. What are your goals and expectations for this year?
Well, as a team, I want to be playing our best basketball at the end of the season, get everyone healthy, win sub-districts, win districts, really make a run at the state tournament like I know we're capable of. And personally, I want to improve on my stats from last year, more points, more rebounds, maybe an all-state. That would be a good season.
How do you plan to recover from your injury and still be a significant player?
Well, getting hurt the last game of football and being out a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit more than that, it was not ideal. But, going to rehab, working on my knee outside of school and practice, pushing myself as hard as I can, getting back to where I was is a big part. And I think with how hard I and my teammates are going to work to help me, I think I'll be back to my normal self in no time.
What does having a returning captain like yourself do for this team?
Well, I kind of already touched on it earlier, but we lacked a lot of leadership last year, and I was one of the captains, but the seniors are the most important part. So now that I'm a senior captain, and I've proven myself, I've proven everyone what I'm about, I think I'll be able to rally the troops and really unite this group so we can be special.
Now we will talk to two-time starting varsity player Carson Jury about the team's goals and how to improve this year. How do you see yourself being a leader on the basketball team this year, Carson Jury?
For sure, got to try to bring energy to practice every day, make sure holding people accountable of how hard they're working, and on and off the court stuff, trying to make sure we're hanging out on weekends and stuff like that.
What is your go-to #1 pre-game hype song for basketball?
I'm going to go, it depends. Sometimes I'm listening to slower, kind of casual music, but then if I'm really trying to get locked in, we probably go a lot of Drake. Big Drake guy. Like Drake.
Huge Drake guy.
Huge Drake guy.
Yeah, huge Drake.
Huge Drake.
Who's going to bring the most energy on the basketball team this year?
I would say any of the upperclassmen. Is seeing like our freshman and sophomore years, the impact of bringing energy on the teams that we were on was a big key role, and I think we're going to try to implement that more this year.
Would you say you are a big partaker in energy bringing?
Yes.
Now we will talk to new addition Ryan Maguire about his role in fitting into the team. How do you feel about playing varsity as a sophomore, Ryan Maguire?
I think it's a really big responsibility and could be really good for the future if I do everything the right way.
How do you plan on bringing a good impact to this team this year?
I think being a leader would be really big as a sophomore, and just trying to get everyone in the gym as much to be competitive and get after it every day.
Do you enjoy playing at a smaller school or at a bigger school, Ryan Maguire?
I think playing at a smaller school is a lot more fun for me because I think everyone's just a family here, and it's just way closer with everyone.
Now we will talk to Owen Egger about the team's improvement and what being a leader could do. Being a senior, how can you set a good example for the younger players on this team?
Not talking when coach is talking. I'd say make sure we have like good eye contact with coach, and then also bringing people up. Like if somebody misses a shot, us seniors should go up to them and be like, hey, move on to the next shot or something like that. And then just lead by example.
What does a typical Yutan varsity basketball practice look like?
I'd say it's a lot of cheering, pushing each other, almost like competing.
How is the team's chemistry? What makes you guys different?
Nobody really hates each other on our team. We hang out a lot. Like we also know how much to push each other because like sometimes people, say some things like, oh, you can't take that shot, you can't do this. We take it as a positive where we're just trying to get each other better.